Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Leviathan anime building Storm Walker thing. Now you may be wondering, why is it already complete? Why is all the decals and paint on there, and most of everything else? And why is there a slight walking motion? Well, I'll tell you this story right here and now. Basically, I was recording the rest of the videos, like painting and my struggle through, like, actually working on this. But then, something came up. My mic wasn't on. And it didn't record my voice at all. I also didn't feel like doing a voiceover, since it was kinda boring to watch me build. So, well, it was boring to watch myself build things without knowing what I was doing. So, basically, here we are. With a mostly finished build. Now, I'll tell you what I did. If I didn't already do it in the second video, I'll just say it again. So I did a bunch of logic, like this. They do a bunch of different things. Most of the joints here on the legs are like this. They're in this position specifically for a reason. They aren't all the way down. What else? I did all the paint here. I also did some new shaping on the top and near the back. No. Let me look at some photos. Because I'm not completely done with this. I have some minor things to do. And maybe some, like, let's see, what's it called? Color changes? You know, like, colors. Now, yeah, not colors. We got some other things. So I'm gonna improve on this a little bit. More like decal changes and stuff. That's what I meant to say. What do you think would look nice on this? Because there's this weird smokestack thing on the back. And then I could add this maybe? No, that doesn't look right. I need something like a sort of like a big muffler. I can't show you this on screen because like it's on my cellular device. So cellular device. Yeah. Cellular device-io. So I can't show it to you guys. But you trust, right? Trust the process. So we're doing some final changes. I did discover how to make better walking. Most of my walking progress was not voiced overed. So if you want to watch a video with no voice, go ahead. But it's going to be pretty boring, so I'm probably not going to post it. What else do I got? Where's that big thing? Basically, most of the videos didn't have a mic, and it wasn't that important either, so I just decided to scrap it and just tell you all here now. But I did a lot of the walking motion. It took me like maybe 3 episodes, so that's a bunch of my time wasted. But it got somewhere. I can kind of walk, not consistently, and it's also like super fast. It's for the jumping motion, but then I can't slow it down. So that's a big problem I want to change. That's way too large. I guess we go with the rocket thruster for this part. Oh yeah. Leviathan anime. I got some of the walking motion from this tutorial by Atherum. I'm not signed in, but I can't subscribe, but I am. You can trust that I'm subscribed. Because I got this logic loop that I did. I didn't want to, like, put it on there until, like, video, but then I realized it was all broken. So, I'm doing it now. So, yay. Where? That's weird. I think that looks fine. A little bit better than before. I'm gonna make this all... Well, there's not gonna be any code, there shouldn't be. But, make this all clean. No, incandescent. Well, we're gonna make this gray. That looks fine. I like it, actually. Now these are gonna be upwards for thrusts for some reason. That's kinda cool. I'll leave that to be. Now, I'm gonna move these real quick. Because they're in my way. To be honest, I might just leave them on the legs. It looks fine like that. So right here is a major issue. This is square, but the model I have is not. My model has a bunch of other things on there. So, choppity choppity chop. Ooh. We can replace this with a... Where are they? Digital camouflage. There we go. So we need to make this a sort of triangular shape. I'm gonna move this back a little bit since that's in the way. Cut that off. We can replace these. Where's the normal? There we go. So we're gonna replace, replace that, and then we're gonna get started with the triangular down shape. Now this will require a lot of moving things, because there are a couple of blocks that I want to choose for this task. I want to have this, because the engine has this nice looking sharp shape. Then this is not gonna be on. It's not gonna do anything, obviously. Then we're gonna have a delay, 1000 in duration, 1000 in positive 1000. So, yeah, basically it does nothing. Then we're gonna have this out a little, because we want it to have a sort of a curve. Well, not really a curve, but more like a move up backwards. So like a forced hinge motion right here. And besides that, right behind it should be a sort of a brickalosa awella. No. We're gonna have this behind it. So, I mean, no, it's fine. I think it needs to be up. I think this is a little long though, considering the shape of this thing. I only need one of these and a half. So, one of this. Move that down, and then hobbles. By the way, I don't speak any Spanish language. I'm just yapping. Yeah, that was good. Then all we have to do is give it a little pat on the back. And hopefully we can make this work. because I don't want to raise the complexity too high, which will cause problemos. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. I made a lot of the, what's it called, 2x2 blocks on the surface extinct. So they no longer exist because I replaced them with logic blocks. So, yay! Yay! There. There. That's a good one right there. I'll leave the tilt like that, I think. Maybe I'll move the steering hinges a little backwards. Whether that changes anything. Yes, it is. Now I don't need this bottom part right here. Now I'm going to give this a tad bit of style. Where's that block? Sure. We're gonna remove the decal from this, so I can floppy onto the boxy. A bam. And then a bam. Even though that's not what it looks like, it'll be fine. Then I add another one of these. Then a corner shape. Let me see if I can find one. There we go. Ooh. Wait, that one's metal. Yeah, that's fine. Copy and pasto. Copy and pasto. Then let's see what I can do with this corner. That looks good. Now I just need one of a couple things. So... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Just what I need. There we go. Now we're gonna paint this into a incandescent color. And look at that. So I might move this bottom one back a little. So let that shape shine. That looks nice. I love it. It gives it some personality. Now we're gonna copy this thing over. Because I think it would give it some more personality. If you get what I mean. Nice. Alright, so now let's find a forever logic distance sensor. Ooh. I mean, these steering hinges aren't linear, so that's fine, I think. No, that is not fine. Because it's... Where is that permanent thing I have? Ah, yes, the distance sensor. Distance sensor. Perfect. Now I gotta remove the controls from the hinge themselves. Then we'll have Goody 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 goodies. Steering help none. I also want to change these colors to be a digital camouflage gray, because I think it'll help. That's nice. Now, I'm not gonna change this slow body, because I think all we need to do is just do some more adjustments. So, we got a body. Now, let me see. Okay, yeah. Let me show you guys some controls. So space is for jump. One is to turn the guns to the center for more precise aiming. The right click is for gun, and then left click is for the outer guns. E is for turning right. Q is for turning left. These are more precise turning, and you can do this for like larger turning, which is A and D. W turns, tilts forward. S tilts backwards, and also does this like sort of backwards jump thing. Like to move backwards, because it can't walk backwards, which is one thing. So I'll save this real quick. Then I'll pull out this guy. This is the slow version. And you might wonder, well, it's slow. And yes, I've made some adjustments to this one. The walk cycle is a little different, but everything control-wise is the same. Now, I will pull up not that one, the simple logic circuit. So here, this guy, Atherum, has two logic gates, both OR logic gates, if I see correctly. So what this does is, with my current A and D controls, I can have the logic gate do a sort of double time, meaning that this will go into this, and this will go to this.
Or as many as you need, starting off. Ignore these two, the different positions for the durate is going to have no delay, and it's going to have a duration of and into that. When we spawn this in, and
okay, they aren't connected into each other. They're OR gates. I'm a dumb. So these don't go into each other, but what they do is they go into these. Which one is this? This one's gonna be positive W, and then this one's gonna be a positive W for this one. Right, so okay, they should both work now. The thing is, with these is I need to have a delay of 1, and then a duration of 1, and then a pause of 1. This one will have a delay of nothing, a duration of 1, and a pause of 1. So hopefully it should work now. Now the problem is, the legs do a weird thing where they don't correlate 100%. This is my half walk cycle, since it's only using like 3 of the hinges. But like, it's a walk cycle, and it's slow, so gotta give it some credit where the credit is due. It's walking. You might wonder why the gun is glitching out. I have no clue. Now, I got the walk cycle to work, but the problem is Actually, I gotta go remove the controls from all of these. Then we'll have a problem. Now, the problem is here. How am I supposed to steer this thing? Well, I could either use the actual steering, or I could use this. The problem with using the real steering is, well, everything. It causes the walk cycle to mess up. A little. Yeah, see? Because I added an extra input, the legs themselves start to have problems. Why isn't that turning thing working? A, D, 100%. Duplicate that. That's glitching out a little. Now, it'll walk sort of reliably. I mean, it's not perfect. It sucks, actually. The first time I tested it, it worked a lot better than this. So I don't know what the problem is, to be honest. But it walks. It walks okay. I could probably remove one of the things because it's too strong. Like, you get it. It walks forward with some weird leg movements. And that's about it. Well, it's spun around. Which is weird. I might have to slow down these hinges further. These two. Negative 0.5. No, 0.05. Zero point zero five. Now these ones, which are what? 0.05. Oh, that's 2. 0.05. And this one is negative 0.5. Interesting. Maybe it works a lot better. Not really. It walks. That's all, really. That's the problem. It walks. What I need to fix is figuring out why it keeps turning every single time it walks. I haven't gotten a solid answer from anybody I asked. Let me show you. If it still shows me. Yep, it's logged in. This guy right here, not working engine, told me to slow everything down as much as you can. The main thing, the logic timing isn't too difficult, and there's plenty of tutorials for them. Yes. And also yes. Thank you. Not working engine. Oops. The problem is, though, I still needed to jump. And I've already slowed down this one. So, jumping. And I know the logic timing isn't a problem, since I can kind of do that. As you can see, I've gotten it to kind of work. But that doesn't solve my main concern of why isn't this thing working the way I expected it to. Because it keeps turning in weird ways when I don't want it to. But it's a problem for another day, I guess. And I did follow his instructions to make this Storm Walker slow, which is why this one exists. But I also don't have a jump function anymore. You can only jump this fast. It's not great, if you ask me. There aren't any, I'll look up some logic tutorials for the walking, specifically. Like, because it's kind of hard. The logic tutorials would be fine to teach. Because mine are backwards chicken walking legs, rather than the normal, typical, forward humanoid legs. And they're four-legged, not the typical... I mean, the four-jointed, not the typical three. So, yeah. And because of the way I coded these, which is like... what's it called? The hinges themselves are powered by a gate. That means that they don't have a good backwards walk cycle. They can't move the legs backwards as well. So, which is a big problem. But I know there are a couple things I can try. One of which is adding suspension to the foot part rather than the actual leg. Which means I will move the foot upwards and then put the suspension piece below it. I don't know what that will do, but hopefully that will make a difference. If not, then I just caused myself a weird problem. I am doing this on a hill, which is not great. Look at that. Spinning in circles. Why are there wheels on the ground? Why is that specific pair stronger than this other pair? They have the same damn thing? I don't think it walks any better. I think it actually walks worse. So, I'm gonna revert that, obviously. And then I'm also gonna remove the tilt, because I think that might also be ruining me. There's a tilt. I think it really wants to move to my right. My left, I mean. So if I keep it going forward by turning, then I'll have less problems walking. So it's not the best thing to do. It's something. I just don't know how to make this any better at walking. I will save as with walk. Slow body with walk. Because I think we might be onto something. Got some walking motion here. Let's see what I got. So currently, this isn't slow enough. Nor is that. So, minus 0.3. But I think this is too fast. What? 0.1. 0.01. 0.03. And these ones are negative 0.03. And I gotta remove these OR gates. They were a failure in testing. I think that I should also turn down the angle for these. The 0.30. I think it returns back to center too quickly. I wonder what... I also think this is a little too fast. 0.3. How about negative 0.01? Eh. How about negative 9? That is too fast. I thought that was going to be slower. Negative 0.02. That's weird. Maybe like negative 0.5. That would be fine. But it hops too high. That's the problem. A lot of tutorials say slow your walk speed down so that your vehicle doesn't hop. Well, mine is hopping right now. Maybe my walk cycle is too fast, or what? Is my vehicle not too heavy enough? Or my center of mass too high? Maybe I should restore my like, walk thing. Where is it? Yeah, my gyros. For the most part, it keeps it walking forward. It's not great though. Well, for now, I guess this is decent. I'll remove all the changes. I don't like all the changes. That's the wrong one. I'll move to the better one. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry about leaving you behind and not giving you a voiceover, but I mean, maybe it's better to see the final results. Sorry about that. But thanks for watching. If there's anything you'd like to ask of me, or tell me, please let me know in the comments. Any tips for building this walker would be very nice, actually. And, like, subscribe, and see you later. Oh yeah, the, gun also does that. And occasionally gets that. See ya.